My name is Peter Cooke from County Tipperary. I farm here on top of the Fleckvieh hills which run along the Tip-Kilkenny border. The land here will be quite elevated. Cows have to walk up to well over 1,000 foot above sea level, which means that it's slow in the spring and slow in the autumn as regards grass growth. We'd lose probably 3 weeks to a month of grazing over maybe 6 miles away. Because of that, I try and keep the system as simple as possible. It's a grass-based system. There's no buffer feeding, no TMR. The cows get grass in the field. Try and keep the grass quality as good as possible into them. They get silage in front of the feed rail in the winter time, and they get concentrates in the milking parlour. Herd average here would always run over 7,000 litres on approximately 1,000 kilos a meal. The top yielding cow this year will yield about 9,600 litres. She's a pedigree Fleckvieh cow. So we milk 88 cows here, all spring calving. We also have 20 pedigree Hereford sucklers. So sales off farm then, in the springtime, all the pedigree bull calves are retained. Crossbred bull calves are sold at 3 weeks old, and all crossbred heifers and pedigree heifers are retained. We sell annually under the herd prefix of Bonlay, Fleckvieh, every spring about 15 to 20 pedigree bulls. Lots of returning customers that come back every year. We usually sell about 15 to 25, usually averaging out about 20 in-calf heifers at the end of September every year. This year, for the first year, myself and 2 other farmers, we held a cream and Fleckvieh sale in conjunction with Dennis Barrett auctioneers the week after the plough match, where I sold 20 in-calf heifers at that, which was a great success, and hopefully going forward every year we'll be able to bring 20 heifers here from Bonlay, Fleckvieh to that. We always had a pure British region herd here because I always liked the type of the cow. The reason I changed to Fleckvieh, I suppose, was back when EBI started to come out first. We were always, if we were sticking with pure Frisian, stuck to 3 or 4 bulls in every catalogue anyway, so choice was limited. And when EBIs came out 8-10 years ago and AI companies started chasing EBIs, for the first couple of years, EBI, when you delved into the EBI of the bulls that were in the catalogue, they had big high EBIs, but 85% of that was made up of fertility. Production was forgotten about in the early stages, and I had never had a problem with fertility with the British Frisians anyway. I wanted to keep the same type of a cow, so I tried a few Fleckvieh straws originally, was delighted with the calves, and actually the heifers that came off of those 10 original Fleckvieh straws are still in the herd today now, going into their 7th lactation. I couldn't be happier with them. This will be the 6th, 7th spring coming now that we won't have had any Frisian calves on the farm. I couldn't be happier with the Fleckvieh breed. I mean, I like milking anyway, but I'm going out in the morning collecting a herd of cows that I actually like to look at. Everything on the farm has gone up in value. I get that for the crossbred bull calves every spring. They've serious feed efficiency, feed conversion. The value of din-calf heifers I sell has gone way up. Cull cow value has gone up. The cows themselves are everything you'd want in a cow. They're very, very, very docile. They've great temperament around the milking parlour, around the yards. They've great feet and legs. They have that extra muscularity and width and a bit of robustness that's needed, especially around here with all the mountaineering they have to do. They last a long time in the herd, and as everyone knows, the most profit come from a dairy farm is to get as many mature cows in the herd as you can. Milk volumes are continually rising every year, and there's been a significant increase in the percentages, mainly due to the fact that I can choose any amount of bulls. I really enjoy that part of the breeding. It's like a kid in a candy shop choosing bulls every year. And I'm quite picky in the bulls I choose. With Celtic Fleckvieh from the start as regards buying straws, I've been doing AI here well over 30 years myself. Ger and Angela Blickvey are great to deal with. Ger puts a lot of effort into producing a fabulous catalogue of bulls every year that don't really have any flaws. They cater for every system in the country with the bulls they have. I would have used last year Megastar, Vlan, Support. I've gone on several of the Brickley's trips on Austrian study tours, Love going on them every year. They're only 4 days. They're great. Everything is arranged for you. And I have seen both flans and sports mother in the flesh on the farms over in Austria, and to finer specimens of cows you're not likely to see anywhere. And it's really important, if you're using the bull, that he is a good quality dam as well. I'd be very picky when choosing my bulls. First of all, they have to be polled. I've gone down that route with the pedigree Herefords as well. I just think, as regards animal welfare and ease of management, dairy farmers have enough to be doing in the string, rather than spending a day a week or a day a fortnight or a day every 3 weeks dehorning calves. So sometimes it's just as easy as a split-second decision as picking a pole bull as opposed to a horn bull. Secondly, I go to the production. They'd have to have as high as possible milk kilos value as possible. As well as that, if possible, a double-digit percentage rise in fat and protein, which the two of them in conjunction then should give you well over an increase of plus 50 or 60 kilos of solids. You also have to have good feet and legs. Frame, not too big, although I have a bit of scope with that here, because on the crossbreds and the Friesians coming from a British Friesian background, they would have been a little smaller than your Holstein Friesian. Another two values I look at, other value would always have to be over 110. Muscularity is very important because it gives cows that power that they have. They don't fall asunder after calving. Rump width is another big one, because I like to keep that robust type of a cow. I couldn't be happier with the Fleckvieh breed, and will no doubt continue to use them into the future. Eventually the herd will probably go full pedigree, although that's a while ahead yet. We did show our first Fleckvieh cow this year at the Tullamore show. She actually was the national Fleckvieh champion. Between pedigrees and crossbreds, it'll be a good few years yet before it's a full pedigree herd. The Fleckvieh breed are just a fabulous, docile animal to work with. How could you not follow them? They're just the bee's knees. She actually was the national Fleckvieh champion.